Hello, hello. Welcome to this live where I'm going to share some pictures and some um, ideas on how you can travel from everywhere in Europe or even beyond that to participate in your next adventure, Slow Business Adventure 2020. I'm going to tell you a bit about the event and about the super early bird discounted pricing that we have going on until Saturday. And I'm also here to share some travel hacks and ideas for you. So if you have any questions, please pop them in the comments and I will get back to you. My name is Toril and I live in a small mountain town in Norway. It's actually in the midst of 6 national parks. So this area has a lot of nature and wilderness and solitude. And we have created the Slow Business Adventure, an outdoor business conference, so that founders and small business owners can recharge, connect to each other in a meaningful way, and do activities together while they expand their networks and discuss exciting business ideas and collaborations. So I have prepared some pictures that I will show you shortly. Of course, my son is calling from missing the bus to school, I think. Um, Let me share my screen here. No, that doesn't work. Okay. Let me try again. So I hope you can see this. This is the organizers of Slow Business Adventure, the chief conference organizer Kaja Vik, and myself in our co-working space. And we have this idea that it would be really exciting to make a conference north of the ordinary. So that means it's a business conference with everything you would expect from a conference in terms of learning new things, connecting with peers, and also connecting to brilliant business speakers and workshop leaders. But it's also a place where you can come to recharge your batteries and really figure out what will the next step of your business journey be. So as you can see, we are planning both to build relationships and climb some mountains. Maybe you will have this as your fitness goal for 2020 to go the infamous Besseggen hike, which is an 8-hour hike, quite strenuous but really fantastic. And also, of course, grow your business so that you can run a profitable small business where you can live from your passion and sell through having real relationships to your potential clients. And also run your business a sustainable way for the planet and for yourself. So that's our main aim. And when this event takes place is the 10th to 13th of September 2020 at the most popular mountain lodge in Norway called Jotunheimen. In Jotunheimen National Park, I should say. So this year, 2019, was our first year of organizing this international conference, but we have more than 5 years of experience organizing events like retreats, conferences, and workshops for small business owners. But in 2019, we decided to invite the people that we admire and have learned from online for years. So we invited, for example, Sonia Simon from Copyblogger and Remarkable Communications, and Randy Buckley from Healthy Boundaries for Kind People at randybuckley.com, and a bunch of other world-class facilitators, workshop leaders, and speakers. So we had keynotes outdoors at the lakeside of the Gjende Lake in Jotunheimen, and we also had small intimate workshops in the living room. So here we were, a lot of small business owners gathered in the mountains in front of a fireplace with many magnificent views, learning from the absolutely best speakers in the digital marketing space. So here you can see some glimpses of the surroundings, our conference venue, and I would also be proud to mention that we won 2 awards for the conference venue, the outdoor design and all the details around making very informative and clear name tags, for example, and signposts. So it's not that you come to the mountains and then you get lost. It's actually a lot of signs, and we are helping you to find your way around, both inside in the lodge and, of course, outdoors. What probably excites me the most about this conference is how easily people connect on a deep level when they are outdoors hiking together. So when we go for walks, we are developing ideas much more rapidly than if we're in front of our computer sitting down. So that has to do with how our creativity works. We are 60% more creative when we are in movement. And as you've probably noticed, if you're an outdoorsy person, it's so much easier to think the long thoughts, gain new perspectives, and also make connections to people you're hiking with. Because when you're outdoors, and maybe it's not even a big physical challenge, but you're close to nature, reconnecting with nature, you're also reconnecting with your company's mission and vision, and you see things much more clearly, and you can also get feedback on your ideas. So this is a very genuine way to make new business connections, and some of what I love most about Slow Business Adventure. And then it's always important to challenge yourself in some new ways. So we challenged people to go for a polar plunge. We ice bathed in the cold mountain lake of Gjende. It's an emerald green lake because it gets its water from melted ice. So when the glaciers in the national park melts, then the water goes into this lake. So a lot of people took a polar plunge with a hot tub afterwards. And we also went on a beer tasting cruise for the more conveniently, more, I was almost saying lazy, but I was on the cruise. Maybe I'm lazy. At least it was a lot of fun. So that was some glimpses from what's going on in the mountains. It's so much more to tell you, but I want to tell you about our offer before I take the questions and we wrap up. So it's a 4-day conference, and the general ticket gives you admission to all the festival activities, so the conference activities that are outlined in the detailed program that you will find on the website. It's too much to go through now. But we have everything from concerts in the evening. We will have a more expansive concert program next year. And it also includes any 4 living room workshops. The beer tasting cruise is to be purchased separately. It's very popular, so I recommend buying it with your ticket if you can, if you want to go. And then food and accommodation is not included in the conference ticket, but it's very affordable. And it's a good idea when traveling in Norway to attend something like this where you know the costs up front. Because going here as a tourist can be very expensive, and this conference actually isn't. So it can be a great way for a Norwegian adventure at an affordable price. So food and accommodation can be bought separately from the mountain lodge of Gjende. I'll get back to that. And right now, until the 30th of November, we have the super early bird price. It saves you 4,000 Norwegian kroner. It's equivalent of 400 euros, or a bit more than $400, and that expires November the 30th, 2019. With that super early bird price, the conference ticket costs 5,900 Norwegian kroner. That's approximately 590 euros, or $645. The beer tasting cruise that you can add on, which you will be offered as an upsell if you purchase the general admission ticket, is for sale now for 650 Norwegian kroner, around 65 euros or $70. And you actually get a discount of $10 or 100 kroner, 10 euros, if you buy it with your conference ticket. And there you will be able to taste 5 different locally made handcrafted beers, and also go on a beautiful 1-hour long cruise on the green Lake of Gjende. So that's an amazing experience. If you're wondering about the price for food and accommodation, I hope it's a positive surprise that all the meals with a breakfast, a packed Norwegian lunch, and a big, delicious dinner buffet with all the alternatives from vegan to vegetarian to delicious local meat is up for grabs from 790 Norwegian kroners, and yes, that includes accommodation. So if you want to travel on a budget, you can either camp in your own tent, or you can buy this affordable package with all the food and shared accommodation for only a bit over $90, or yeah, it's actually now around 79 euros, so the price has gone a bit down since I did this exchange rate. And if you want to share room with only one other person, you can do that for a price of $108 or 93 euros. So with that, I would like to say welcome to the Slow Business Adventure 2020, and I hope to see you there. Now I will hop to the Facebook page and see if we have any questions coming in. And I will also share with you the link for our website so that you can hop on there and have a look and see if the Slow Business Adventure is exactly what you want to attend next year. I find that when it comes to attending conferences, this kind of conference attracts a very special type of entrepreneur. And usually at conferences you find some people that are going to all the conferences, and they have one conference a month, and they have business cards to hand out, and they are generally very extrovert. And I do love that, but what I love with this conference is that it attracts people that often doesn't really like to attend conferences because of the noise, because they are more introverted, they need some more quiet time, and at the same time they really want to get that professional learning experience and connect to other entrepreneurs. So I hope that we have created a good environment to do just that. And on this occasion we had a bunch of self-claimed introverts in a hot tub together discussing business ideas. So if you want to attend, please take the opportunity now before the super early bird price expires on Saturday, and have a look at last year's program. We are planning for some really great speakers and adventures next year. We will have even more gatherings around the campfire in both small groups, and we will have curated campfire conversations with the keynote speakers. And I'm so happy to say that several of this year's keynote speakers and workshop leaders already announced that they want to come back and join us with another topic for next year. So it's safe to say that you will both meet Sonia Simon and Randy Buckley and Heather Torkelson. They will have new exciting topics, and Heather, for example, is coming out with a book next year. We are also booking some speakers when it comes to productivity without draining yourself, and also on detoxing your business, the digital side of it. So the Slow Business Adventure next year will be all about selling in an ethical way. It will be about simplifying your business, and of course it will be about the genuine connections and the transformation that will happen when you take some time away from the day-to-day work and join an event like this. So, I can see some questions, so I will take those before we leave. One question is, do I have to share a room with someone else? And the answer to that is no. If you want to have a more hotel-like room, you can. We will then advise you to book a room at Bestheim, which is a nearby lodge where you have more hotel-like standard. But I also want to say that it was a wonderful experience this year with all the speakers and workshop leaders and all the participants in the same mountain lodge. So if you want to, you can find another person, or you can be in a shared dorm, and you can always be in your own room, like a tent, if you want to. Another question is, do I need to be physically fit, and will it be cold? Well, I can guarantee you that it will probably be cold, especially if you are used to like really warm temperatures. And let me assure you, that's part of the adventure. But you will not freeze if you don't want to. We are preparing videos and packing lists where we advise you what to wear. And if you need to borrow some wool, we will have some extra clothes. It's also very warm and cozy indoors, so you can be in front of the fireplace and cozy up there with hot chocolate if you get a bit chilly hiking. If you need to be physically fit, no, you don't. You can enjoy being outdoors and connecting with nature. Also, if you want to hang out just around the lodge. It's no pressure when it comes to attending the hikes. Not everyone wants to. Some people want to hang out in the co-working space that we have set up in the lodge, and you can sit and work in the co-working space during daytime, or you can just go for a stroll around the mountain lodge. And the last question before we wrap up, if you hear some noises, it's probably Santa Claus on the roof, or guys that do some reparations on the roof. The last question is, when will the full program be ready, and should I wait to purchase my ticket until then? Actually, we haven't set the launch date for the full program, so maybe we should do that. So great idea, thank you, I'll take that. But the reason is that we want to take some time to find the perfect speakers. After all, we're hanging out with each other for 4 days in the mountains, and we're kind of stuck together. So we need to make sure that we have the right speakers and that we really want to spend all of the time with them. So this is the opposite of attending a conference where you pay a VIP ticket to take a selfie with someone famous. This is a place where everyone is equal, and that's networking the Norwegian way. If you want to see the full program before you buy your ticket, of course, do that. The price will be higher, but it seems to be a lot of women buying tickets early, saving themselves a lot of cash, and then the men wait. So I don't know. Maybe that's an idea. If you're a woman and want to save some cash and plan ahead, buy now. If you're a man, please give me all of your money later. That's I think that since the main aim of this conference is going on an adventure, you don't need to know all the details before you buy your early bird ticket. So maybe that can be an idea. If you're after a true small business adventure, then slow business adventure might be the exact thing you can buy at early bird price. So, before we wrap up, I want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the Slow Business Adventure group. We will be in touch later and share more pictures and news about next year. So, thank you for watching, and I hope you want to join us next year. You can find the tickets at slowbusinessadventure.com, this link, and you can see the dates. So, if you go here, if you see here, the dates are 10th to 13th of September. Okay, now it was another question, which is how do I get there? A very important question. I'll take that. So we have a conference bus from Oslo. So you can go directly from Oslo to the mountain lodge. And you don't need to walk when you get there. The bus actually parks outside of the lodge. So it's very convenient, and if you want to spend some extra days in Oslo, it's a good idea to do that beforehand. And then the bus returns on Sunday, the 13th, in time for the evening flights to Europe. So, thank you for being here, thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the mountains. Ha det! Bye!